Hey friends, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'd like to show you a trick which allows you to combine, in this case to merge two tables and avoid duplicate entries. I'm going to show you first the problem and then I'm going to show you the solution using Power Query Editor in Power BI. So for that, I created a little Excel file which looks like that, and it contains, in this case, characters from the anime series One Piece. So we can see we get here various names like Monkey D. Ruffy, then Zoro, Nami, and so on, and they get some bounties because they are pirates. Now we have a second table in here which also contains here the names of those people and then their role on the ship as well as when they first appeared in the series, so in the manga. So far so good. Now when you want to join those two tables together, because I would like to have, for instance, the bounty for the person also in this table, we can do this using the merge operation in the Power Query Editor. So far so good. However, we have a slight problem, because if we take a closer look in table number 1, we can see that in this case Monkey D. Ruffy and Roronoa Zoro appear once here and then a second time here. Now of course, if we would join them together, so if we would merge them together, then we would get duplicate entries, because we would get actually twice two rows for Monkey D. Ruffy and Roronoa Zoro, which are these two and these two up here. Now maybe that's what we want, maybe not. Then of course we would have to do additional cleaning steps, but there's a better solution for that. And I'm going to show you how that works now. So let me just close that first. And by the way, if you want to use it, you can download it from the source section, but of course you can also apply this hopefully later on to your own data. So now let's actually open the Excel workbook, and then let's choose One Piece trick here, click on open, and then we just wait, and there we can see a preview. And of course in this case we have either the tables itself, which are highlighted by the blue bar up there, or we can use the whole sheets, which in this case is called table number 1 and table number 2. So in this case, let me just choose the tables itself, because they are formatted as tables in the Excel file, and then let's go to transform data. Then here we have the editor, and now we want to combine the two, so this one and this one. So to do this, we could first try it the normal way. If I go to merge queries up here, I can use the one I currently have, which is in this case is the version 22. And now again I use the name, and I'm going to my second table, gonna choose the name. You can see they get 10 of 10 matches, so each person is appearing in both tables, so far so good. But now if I click on OK, we see we got the tables, and we got still 10 entries right now, which is fine because originally we had 10 entries in table number 22. However, if we take a closer look, if I click not on the table but next to the table here, for in this case Monkey D. Ruffy, I would see that in this case here I have 2 entries, right? Which we would expect because we have 2 bounties for him in the second table. The same is true for Zoro. In this case, we can also see 2 entries. The other ones of course have just 1 entry, which is fine. Now if we would expand the tables, click on the expand option here, and then uncheck this your original column as prefix, click on OK, we see that now we get 12 rows of entry. So we have basically duplicated the Ruffy column here and also the Zoro column, which appears here, and a second one time at the end. This is most often not what we want. Rather, we would like to have something like, for instance, if we have 2 bounties, give me the maximum of those 2, or give me the minimum of those 2, depending on what we want. Or sometimes we have a use case where we say, give me the sum of those 2, depending really on where you want to apply it. So how can we do this? Well, let's actually remove this expand table option here and stick to this merge operation. So the merge so far is good, that's fine, because right now we still have 1 row for each entry. The problem appears, or actually also the solution appears, when we try to expand it here. If we would click on expand like this, and instead of using the expand option, there's also a second option, which is the aggregate option. If we go with aggregate instead, then we could first select what do we want. For instance, for a string column, it's a text column, we can here have the count by default. And for, in this case, numerical columns, we get the sum as an aggregation. So this would mean, if I check this option, that we still got 1 entry for, in this case, Ruffy and Zoro. However, we would get the sum of the 2 bounties. This would be this default behavior. But as I said, sometimes this maybe doesn't make much sense, because in this case we are not interested in the sum, we are actually interested maybe in the maximum or the minimum. How can we handle this? Well, for that there's an, I call it really hidden option If you hover over this, you might have seen it already, but you can see there's a little down arrow here. And I was not aware of that for quite a long time, believe me. But now I know it, and it's really, really interesting and also helpful. So if you click this option, you can actually choose what kind of aggregation you want to use. So do you really want to have the sum? Or maybe instead you want to have the minimum or the maximum, as I said. Or also the count, anything available in here. So if I choose, for instance, the maximum here, I would get the maximum value. So let's check that, and then let's click OK. And you see that we still got 10 entries, but now for Ruffy and for Zoro, we get this 15 and so on, and the 5. And if we take a closer look in here, this is the higher value, the 15, compared to the 600. And also the 500 is a higher value than the 320. So we get exactly the correct numbers here, now only the maximum values as a match, and still have only one row for each of the entries. We could also adjust it, by the way. You can always click on the little wheel icon here. And here, next to the maximum, maybe you would like to have the minimum, right? Then you can simply go minimum, uncheck this one. Or you say, actually, I would like to have both. So for comparison, for instance, then of course check both or check several of them. Because if you do this and click OK, you still got only one entry. So you do not have any duplicates. Instead, you would have now 2 columns, as you can see here. One with the lower value, in this case for these two, and one with the higher value for these two. Of course, for the other ones, because they only have one entry, it's exactly the same number, right? But this allows you now to combine tables without actually duplicating the data and getting with the aggregation, for instance, the minimum value or the maximum value or the sum, whatever you will need based on the different kinds of aggregations you have seen. So that's actually the trick. So hopefully that is helpful to you. For me, at least, it would be quite helpful if I have learned this earlier, but now I know it and I wanted to share it with you. So hopefully you can benefit from this as well. As always, thanks a lot for watching and see you hopefully in the next video. Until then, best guys.